what strategies do you need to execute to get there?
I think we definitely need to know how to best to use technology to make life simpler for customers and for vendors. We want to be globally, or at least in Asia, one of the largest players in the space.
Srikanth, thank you very much for being here today. We talk to a lot of investors, developers, lenders, family offices, but today we invited you to be here because we believe that technology is very important for the real estate sector, a sector that sometimes struggles to reinvent itself, to do things differently. We have a lot of opportunities to do much better. And I know that you have been one of the pioneers in your sector. So we would like to understand more your vision for the industry and how we can do better. First of all, thank you very much for being here today. It's a pleasure.
Thanks so much for having me, Gustavo. It's a pleasure, small mine.
Perfect. Let's start by the basics, right? If there's someone there that doesn't know you and your organization, how can you explain what you do for the real estate industry?
Sure. So first of all, we serve homeowners either when they want to renovate their house or if they're buying a new house in India. For now, we are currently only in India. You typically get what we call a warm shell. You get flooring, you get painting, but you don't get any storage. Kitchens, wardrobes, entertainment units, bar units, nothing is available in the house. So you can't really move in. What we do is we convert that warm shell into a house which is ready to move in. We call it RTMI home. That's something that we do within 45 days.
Wow.
So that's a timeline commitment that we give to every single homeowner, that we would like to give them back their house in 45 days. If we don't, we pay them rent for every day of delay.
And so I understand, it goes from the design of the project to the actually execution, or is just the design part?
So the design is co-created between the designer and the customer. So if you are buying an apartment, they will sit with our designer and kind of co-create the design.
Of course.
Our day one starts when you complete the design, because without knowing what to build, how do we build it?
Of course.
So the designing itself takes about anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. It depends on customer to customer.
Fair enough.
Takes 6 to 8. But from then, in 45 days or in 6 weeks, we give back the house.
One thing, I saw similar concepts elsewhere in Europe and in the US, but I see the job of these startups would be to design the interior and to do everything, but they wouldn't get involved with the execution. So if I understood correctly, then you have a team that will go inside of the building and actually execute in the 45 days periods. Is this correct?
Absolutely right. So we do end-to-end design and build. So we do designing and building. So we actually turn your dreams into a reality.
Let's talk about numbers here. How many employees do you currently have? How many offices in India? And how many clients have you had in the last few years?
So we have 2,500 employees. We are present in 40 cities in India currently. We have delivered 55,000 homes across the last 11 years of our existence. Currently, we deliver about 1,000 homes a month currently. So that's like about 35 homes every single day.
Wow, that's a lot. One of the challenges that the GI Institute did a survey with the market, with the real estate investors, developers, the leaders, and they say that the skilled labor is one of the main challenges, together with price of materials, real estate costs in general. How do you see this challenge? Because I imagine that you'd have a lot of challenges for labor, skilled labor. At the same time, you are quite well known by creating a company with a culture that people likes working for you or with you. So is that a secret?
There are no secrets as such, but I'll tell you 2 things that we've done. One is we have managed to build modular furniture and other products such that the skill that's required to actually execute them is lower than normal furniture.
So starts with the project. You make a project that's easy to execute.
That's correct.
Correct.
So, and we don't do projects which are too difficult for us to execute. So it's like, I call it like the complexity of execution goes up very steep. So if I take a $10,000 project, and let's say it's this complex, A $30,000 project is not 3 times as complex. It's 10 times as complex.
I see.
So we don't do 30. So the simple thing is, like I keep saying, we need to be known for something to the customer. So we are known for executing simpler type of projects, but on time, great quality, fantastic price. That's what we are known for. Let me compare this to, let's say, a restaurant. Either you try and build a chain of fine dining restaurants like this hotel has, right? All fine dining. You want whatever food you want, vegan, seafood, anything in between, you get whatever you want, right? So that's a fine dining restaurant. Or you become a quick service restaurant, a QSR.
Yes.
You can't be both. That's my logic. So we are the QSR version of the end-to-end interiors.
I see. I see. And I suppose this is the largest market, the middle class.
Absolutely.
And that's your target. And do you use a lot of artificial intelligence already? Is this something that you guys are using on a day-to-day? Is it potentially growing? You see that being more and more part of your business, or this is not something that you care much?
No, we definitely care much about it, because anything that can make life easier for our customers is of interest to us. Artificial intelligence already is playing a very large role in the design side. So, for example, all of the first cut designs can be done using AI today. Yes, you need human intervention to fine-tune the first cut design, because there are a lot of small nuances which will not be taken care of by AI. But the first cut design is being done using AI, and then the improvements are being done by humans.
Let's imagine the future for a minute. Where do you see yourself down the road in 2-3 years? Where do you want to be?
So we want to be globally, or at least in Asia, one of the largest players in the space. We believe that for the aspirational middle class, so to speak, getting a branded, trusted solution is absolute must. And we see a lot of sands shifting towards the organized segment from the unorganized segment. So we want to be the lead player, taking market share when that happens in a seismic way. And we see that happening across large cities, across developing countries, and even developed countries. So we see this happening pretty much everywhere. And, China is a great example. India is a great example, where people are preferring to go to branded, organized players compared to unorganized. We want to be there in front, leading that change, offering a trusted alternative to the middle class.
Perfect. And what strategies do you need to execute to get there?
I think we definitely need to know how to best to use technology to make life simpler for customers and for vendors. Because this is not possible to solve by just one company alone. You will need a lot of partners, a lot of vendors to solve this. And how best you use technology to bring all of this together is going to be the key. Because this is the second largest ticket size purchase for the customer apart from the house itself. And they spend about 10 to 15% of what they spend on the house on doing up the house. Significant amount of money is being spent here. So you will need a lot of tech to come together to solve all those problems. People will want lots of things to be done, but they'll need it to be done efficiently, which means they need good pricing, because it is going to cut a deep hole in their pocket if it is not going to be cost effective.
Fantastic. Srikanth, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Great speaking to you.
Likewise, thanks so much for having me.
Pleasure.